welcome to my video. I chose a destination New Buffalo, Michigan. My name is Hayden Walker, and this is my presentation. Here's a table of contents for convenience. An overview about Lake New Buffalo. It's located on Lake Michigan. It's a beach town. It's about 70 miles from downtown Chicago. It's one of the region's largest beaches and recreational harbors, home to highly recommended restaurants such as Oinks, Dutch Treat, and Stray Dog Bar and Grill. Experiences all 4 seasons. Peak tourism months are July and August. The total permanent population is 1,900 people, and it's a known location for second homeowners and vacation houses. Here's a video you can view on the aerial view of the town. Just kind of gives you a better image in your head of what New Buffalo looks like if you've not been here. So the importance of tourism to this town, because it is such a small town and many people aren't permanent residents, businesses rely on people coming here every year to buy their products that they're selling. And many of the downtown shops are family owned. They're not chains, so they really rely on people supporting them in the peak seasonal months. So I just put on here, in 2018, Michigan had 125 million visitors who spent $25.7 billion on tourism-related activities. So we know people are willing to go and spend money, so that's why it's so vital that tourism is to this destination, is because people in Michigan are willing to spend money on lodging, dining, recreation, and this is a big recreation town. The city's waterfront area is one of the most heavily used waterfronts in the state of Michigan and serves a Chicago metropolitan area of more than 6 million people. So highly used by people from Chicago. And proximity plays a big factor in this destination because because New Buffalo is so close to Chicago. That's the demand we're facing, is people from Chicago trying to escape the big city. And then also here's a highly recommended restaurant called the Stray Dog Bar and Grill. Here's some other family-owned businesses such as Redemax and Oinks Dutch Treat, for example, to see how busy they are during the peak months. On a busy night in summer, Oinks, this little tiny ice cream shop, will have 25 to 30 employees working at one time. Also, here's the lighthouse. It's on the public beach and the dunes that people can climb, as well as there is paddleboard rental and kayak rental for people to use on the more calm waters of the beach. So some components and elements of this destination is, yes, it is a seasonal tourism destination. Peak months, like I had said, July and August. Has amazing local eateries and several breweries, and also has a Four Winds casino. So it has things to offer outside of the natural resource and the beach. So on here I also just kind of put some information regarding how big the casino is, so it just shows how much we can accommodate from the large influxes of people in the peak months. Also, main transportation and history of this town was the railroad system. So they have a railroad museum for railroad enthusiasts, and it's also a great learning experience for kids and families in the summer. The main attraction obviously is the public beach. There's also a boat launch and harbors. There's also the Glen River and Park for hiking and exploring. So there is a Michigan Tourism Act 106, and in summary, this act enhances the economic viability of the entire state through the promotion of travel and tourism. So the attitude towards tourism in Michigan is really positive. They know and understand how much it plays a factor in their whole economy and also in job employment. So they support it, and they also, because they support it, they develop a Michigan strategic plan. This plan's goal is to create a framework for a shared vision with an agenda and strategies for cooperation and partnership that adds value to the entire industry. And essentially, this document just creates different branches and support systems to deal with more in-depth and detailed aspects and concerns of the different parts of Michigan tourism. Although I couldn't find any governmental policies or city policies programs directly towards New Buffalo, I thought that this was a good starting point and showed the attitude of tourism and how probably New Buffalo follows their own their state plans. Like I said before, the demand for Chicago people is so high. They're trying to escape the city of Chicago for the summer or the weekends, to relax and to enjoy the outdoors. New Buffalo is a great option for people to escape the city and enjoy the lake in the summer months. And also I found an article talking about how New Buffalo has been a vacation place for generations. All the way back in history, families have repeatedly had second homes here, or this is their vacation spot. So this is definitely a generational vacation place. Also, because a lot of people who live in New Buffalo are treating to their second homes, they create the biggest demand overall. These people want to party. They want to play with water, sports, and activities. They are not people who are purchasing because they need to have a second home. They're purchasing because they can and they want to. So these are the people that are going to be splurging and spending the most money. So they are our biggest demand in New Buffalo. Down here I have the photo credits, but this is just a beautiful picture of the beach and the sunset. So key appeals, obviously the main attraction is the beach and the direct access to the shores of Lake Michigan. New Buffalo is the marker point of a 16-mile stretch of beaches on Lake Michigan. Also, I put on here a major appeal is the limited crime in the area. New Buffalo is a safe town where you know you're going to be safe anywhere you go with your family. And in 2018, New Buffalo had 0 murders, rapes, assaults, and only experienced 4 burglaries and 7 thefts, which, comparing this to Chicago, is outstanding because Chicago has high crime rates. Also, I talked about this county park. Has lots of canopy walkways and boardwalks that lead to river viewing, fishing platforms. So this is great for people who want to hike, people that want to bike, fish, experience all aspects of nature when they come to this place. Great for exercise too, people who still are looking to stay in their workout routines while on vacation is a great place to jog. The top competitors would be Michigan City, Indiana, St. Joseph, Michigan, and Traverse City. Michigan City, Indiana, this is their public beach right down here, and you can see how packed it is. I thought that this was the number 1 competitor because they had a lot of the same features, but Michigan City has more shopping. They have the boat races, which bring millions of people. So they have a little bit more pulling people in all year round rather than just the summer months. St. Joseph, Michigan also is a very close proximity to Chicago and to New Buffalo, and also has great beaches and they have Silver Lake Beach, which is known for the immaculate dunes that people climb with vehicles, razors, etc. Traverse City, Michigan is just a great place. And Michigan also has waterway access, and they're also known for the Cherry Festival, among other great things. And here's just a picture of the Cherry Festival. They have live music, vendors, carnival setups, so it brings in lots of tourists too. So the strengths of this destination is they do have a lot of strong support from the state of Michigan regarding tourist development and planning for sustainable tourism. The community involvement has an open policy to town meetings, so people can bring in issues ahead of time, and then town hall meetings will be scheduled around these issues that have been brought to attention, and the public can discuss these openly within the setting of the town officials. There's also strong awareness and monitoring of the beaches and water quality. An article I found on beach cleanups discussed visitors in the past 4 years have been turned away 19 times because of unsafe water situations. Unsafe levels of E. coli bacteria have been seeping into the Galion River and its watershed from nearby homes in Berrien County. that have failing septic systems, or in that case, some older homes have no septics or systems or sewages at all. So it's important for the economy to thrive in many different areas of New Buffalo, besides the revenue generated with access to the public beach. Tourists bring in money not to only keep the local businesses supported, but also to help fund these projects to ensure that the beaches and waters are safe for tourists to enjoy. Because if the water is not clean, you can't go into the water, and that's the main attraction. So it's important that we have community involvement, support from our town officials, so that we can fund accordingly to ensure that our beaches and waters are going to be safe for future generations. So some weaknesses of this destination is they don't really have a lot of marketing. It's a small town. Not a lot of people know about it, except for people obviously from Chicago because of proximity, like I said. We know all about Michigan's slogan of Pure Michigan, but there's lack of information surrounding any sort of brand for this town. So I said that this was one of its main weaknesses, is it doesn't have any promotions, really anything at all that's bringing awareness, no social media presence really at all. Also, it's a seasonal destination, which businesses completely close during the winter months and have to depend solely on the income they made during the peak tourism months of July and August. So my vision for this destination was to increase awareness, stronger and more effective marketing and branding strategies, and bring more attractions to off-season months to help businesses stay open longer. I know that many people will not come in the winter months, so I focused primarily on spring and fall. So my first idea was to add an on-the-water water park. This has already been brought to some areas of Lake Michigan, but I read in an article that during the peak months in New Buffalo, the beaches are extremely crowded, and this also pushes people away from coming to New Buffalo. So I thought that this could not only bring more people and be a motivator for families and kids, but also create revenue and keep people more in the water and off the beaches. So this would help with having more people in the water, and they could do a wristband system where you pay for an all-day pass, just like a regular water park, but it's on the water. And you'd also have to have lifeguards and life jackets on everybody. This is also a strong motivator for people to travel with kids, because it is a kid-friendly activity. So my second and third initiatives was, I think New Buffalo should include more festivals in the off-season, such as late fall and spring. Festivals can vary depending on tastes and preferences. A quote I found: "It's a place where thousands of like-minded travelers get together to celebrate the thing they love most, from electronic music to classical theater, contemporary art, beer, and even movies. The exhilarating shared experience of a festival helps travelers connect to new people, new sights, sounds, and familiarizing them with a place." So festivals can help by word of mouth. If people know that this amazing festival is coming, people will network, they share through the grapevine, and this can also be a marketing strategy. Lastly, I think New Buffalo would benefit from doing a quote-unquote taste of New Buffalo. This would be an opportunity for each of the local restaurants to bring out their signature foods in a vendor-style layout, and people can walk through the downtown trying foods. There can be an entry fee for participating in the walk through downtown, and only people with wristbands can taste foods. This can help bring more business and awareness to many of the locals' businesses. Word of mouth and networking is vital to success and marketing of a place, and this would be a good way for people to try some of the hidden gems of New Buffalo. This would also bring more people to the downtown area and could lead to more buying at the retail stores along the main drive. So I think that these are both potential things that would be small steps towards having more tourism to this destination, but also trying to do it where businesses can stay open more than just the summer seasons of June to September-ish, because many of the businesses close after Labor Day. So this could also help many of the locals as well as marketing. So here are my references. I have 3 pages of references, and that concludes my presentation.